now follows a short film designed to entertain and mildly inform you on the matter of Hollywood in Vienna. It will be made out of short clips or video logs, commonly known as vlogs, in the youthful vernacular of today. I would ask now that you sit back, take up your alcoholic beverage, or your cup of tea, and enjoy this short film.
I apologise if you're watching this on British Rail, but this is the meal you get on the Austrian train. Paulana and chicken schnitzel. The path of Canacdoon. Vienna Schnitzel. My first one. Is it too early for a beer with it? I think so. I think we'll go with a Coke. And Steidel beer?
Seidel?
Seidel,
yes.
beer.
Yeah? Okay, bitte.
It's never too early for beer. This is what I need. A scale after eating all that Kaiserschmarren and Schnitzerwiesel and 1 kilogram. You saw it here. This is the Wiener Concert House, where we're going to watch one of the Hollywood in Vienna concerts. Janoskas does Hollywood. Very impressive building. This is the Wiener Concert House, the Mozart cell. We're about to watch a chamber concert. It's very lovely. So, we're on our way to the Universität für Musik und Darstellende, I think. And turns out yesterday that lovely looking building wasn't in fact the concert house, but the Musikverein, where truckloads of tourists had been deposited to watch Mozart in wigs, which has its own artistic merit, but it wasn't what we came to watch. In the end, we found the concert house, and it was absolutely brilliant. Janoskas Go Hollywood. They're an ensemble of 2 violins, a bass and a piano, and they're all spectacular players, and they've done arrangements of Hollywood movie scores mixed in with some gypsy music and classical homage. But it was absolutely brilliant, a great way to start Hollywood in Vienna. So now we're on our way to watch the symposium. I'll maybe do a little update there. So this is Kaiserkreiner, sausage of kings, and this is lager. You've had lager before, but you've not had this before. This is amazing. Bye. And we have spotted another scale. Let's have a look what that sausage did. What's the damage? 1 kilogram. Nothing like a bit of South Park in German. Of course, that's funny in any language. Well, now we have to find the university, which is easier said than done. Everything here is a palace. I swear even McDonald's has a palace. I mean, look at this place. Incredible that Apple doesn't have a store here. But if they did, it would be the Apple Palace of Emperor Steve. Steve the First? Was there ever an Emperor Steve? I think there was a King Stefan of Yugoslavia or something like that. Anyway, I think that's it over there. I'll soon find out. Well, it wasn't there. It's here. No, it isn't. Google sold me another live one. So we're on our way to the actual Anton von Webensplatz, Universität für Musik und Darstellung. Okay. Just in case you thought I was kidding, McDonald's Palace. Wanna go large, Your Majesty? Okay, we're going down this funny looking sidewalk. Some rubbish bins and some nice graffiti. And people pleasantly walking their dogs. It's not very promising, but I'm told by Google Maps that it's at the end of this road, so we'll see. I see drums, I see keyboards, I see hope. But I don't see the entrance. This looks like an entrance. Oh, happy days. Well, that was really great fun. Very informative. Got to ask some good questions. Met Lee Bohem. Which was awesome. And the Danny Elfman talk was great as well. And tomorrow we do a masterclass. Just in case you thought we'd had enough, Wiener Schnitzel cordon bleu. I can't fit this one on the camera. It's enormous. Look at this. There's like 2 layers of ham and pork with cheese oozing out and breadcrumbs. I mean, it's delicious, but this video may end up being my eulogy. It's been fun.
Oh.
And now you wouldn't fit on that seat.
That would definitely fit.
Look, steam boo.
This kind of food is destined for you to have a gigantic ass. This is so annoying.
What if you already have a gigantic ass?
I don't have a gigantic ass. Stop walking shit. Hi, is here the press nut,
Flissnups.
where they have 2 aisles of cat food.
Wow.
Yes, and they look very high quality as well.
Excellent. How do you feel after your Wiener Schnitzel?
I feel very full and I want to go and run around the market to burn the calories.
Well, all the roads are closed. You can go and join the marathon.
I think I should have joined the marathon in the first place instead of coming here and eat the 1.5 schnitzel. I have another quarter in my handbag.
Just to remind you of how close you got.
But to finish the 2 schnitzel. Why do they not tell us that they gave us 2? What? Seriously, do I look like the kind of woman who's used to eating 2 schnitzel in one sitting? Last sight. If I was used to eating like this, I won't be in this side. I'd be much bigger.
We're a long way from Taiwan.
What do you mean long way
We don't have pretty little dumplings here.
Oh yeah, you know the girls that are
Individual grains of rice. You have massive fried buckets of meat and lard, fried in breadcrumbs, and then with ham and sausage, and then fried again, and then cream on top. Well, that was a fantastic masterclass, and yeah, Danny Elfman really opened up. He was very engaging. He gave us some great tips. It was a nice informal setting. Not so much masterclass, more informatory class. But it was a nice kind of chat, if you like, which covered a lot of ground on how you approach directors and how you approach the whole scoring process and everything. And yeah, got a lot of good meat out of it, which makes a change from the actual meat I ate last night, which has caused me to not eat anything all day. So I'm now going to have a burger, I think. Not quite sure how to follow that. And now I look really stupid just standing here holding the phone up to my face. But there's nobody here. Just this lovely building and architecture. Look at that. How about that? Oh, look, some bars. Man with a bike. Look at that. That's a bit special. You don't want to see my face, really. Let's look at some other things. And then we'll cross the road eventually. This is interesting. This is some art. And I still don't know what it does or what it's for, but it's art, baby. Look, the man with the golden gnu. He'll get you. This is the Beethoven house. Up on a little hill near the Parliament. Let's go and have a look. Obviously other people live here now. 4th floor. No wonder he was so grumpy walking up all these stairs. And here it is. And this is the piano that he played. Imagine he hammered the hell out of that. Well, that was nice enough. I don't know if the people working there are direct descendants of Beethoven, but I've never met such grumpy museum workers. No, they weren't unfriendly, but just... But it was nice enough. Nice to sit at a study desk where he might have composed his symphonies. It would have been nice to see out the window, perhaps. It was all right. Mozart's last remaining residence here. Doesn't seem to be any way in. That hasn't stopped us before. Well, that was much more impressive. They'd obviously spent a lot more money on that than the Beethoven one, and they were a lot happier to be there. A lot of sort of guff around Mozart's life, some furniture and paintings of other people, but very informative and a good tour. And standing in the rooms where he likely composed a lot of his great works was actually quite inspiring. Yes, and you could see out the window, so you see the same view that he probably stared at for many hours whilst trying to come up with his great works. So yeah, I enjoyed that. Mozart in his drug-dealing days.
Hello, excuse me. Would you like to see a concert for tonight?
Sorry?
We have a special concert in Golden Hall tonight.
Okay.
Music Verein.
In wigs?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wow. So we've just happened across one of Vienna's biggest flea markets, or flea market. It goes all the way up there and all the way back there. And you've got all your usual favourites, clothes, bits of parts of things, and old bits of furniture, and chair legs, and records, and everything else, but also mixed in with some cool stuff. Wash bag, yes. What? Coloured pebbles, which we just spent half an hour looking through. And yeah, it's quite nice. I'll let you know if we find any interesting food. It's not something you see every day. Eurovision winner is doing James Bond. Interesting. Slight interlude. This is Cafe Spell. Very nice and famous cafe. This is a quite fantastic cheesecake. And this is a master coffee. Didn't she pour brandy into? Yum. We're here at the Wiener Concert House, and there's a red carpet set out for famous people who are coming in. We're going in to have a drink. Well, here it is. The bell has rung, and people are walking up the red carpet. Don't know if Danny Elfman's here yet, but I'm sure he will be. Cheers. Check out this place. That was a fantastic concert. Huge production, maybe a bit overproduced, but absolutely brilliant. And Danny Elfman was full of beans, and even gave us a little surprise by singing "What's this?" at the end, and he was absolutely loving it. It was brilliant. So yeah, all in all, a great weekend, a great production, and I really enjoyed it. Bye for now.
You need to dip your Kaiserkrainer hot dog in the currywurst sauce and then eat it. It shouldn't be allowed. You really don't want to see this. It's heaven. I'm sorry, it's stealth fries. Does that mean they've got no fat on them?
No, it's not. It's not that one. It's frying it. No, you need to dip it again. There's not enough sauce on it. It's so wrong. It's so wrong. You can put some sausage, my sausage, into your bread.
I was going to sneak one in.
It's not allowed to serve porn. Like sausage porn. Yeah, keep it down, okay?
Hello.
This is the Viennese version of the night bus. Everybody's drunk, happy, eating sausage.
Wait a minute, here come the stealth fries. Oh my god. They look good. On goes the mustard. There's no stealth here whatsoever. This is like pure fat and carbs and heavenly goodness. Off she goes. Carnage.
Sorry, but where in the world do you get beautiful grand opera house and sausage stand with drunk nutters? This is the Nash Market on a Sunday. And this is the Nash Market on a Monday. I was expecting a bigger impact, but it's very nice anyway. Lovely food. Let's go and have some. Breakfast at the Nash Market on a Saturday. Ham and eggs, scrambled egg bagel. Very nice. A lot of people, nice atmosphere, and free of screaming olive merchants just at the moment. Maybe they start up later. You really get very passionate. Try a little piece of cheese! Hello! But yeah, the food's very nice. I'm looking forward to tucking into this. Right, we're going to see the Johann Strauss Museum. This is a place where he lived in the late 1800s, and composed some of his famous waltzes. And already it's a much grander place than poor old Beethoven, even Mozart's. But let's see what it has to offer. The piano where Johann Strauss played and composed many of his waltzes.
Very impressive little MIDI organ.
Well, this guy clearly had it a lot better than our favourites, Mozart and Beethoven. I mean, just look at this staircase for a start. The place is a lot grander. It was a bit out of the centre of town, so likely would have had a bigger place and less crowded and all that kind of thing. And of course, it was almost 100 years after Mozart's time. But yeah, a very nice little museum, and they're a lot less grumpy than the other ones, which kind of reflects perhaps a happier time. Who knows?
The Prater Park. Can you see them? Forget Little House on the Prairie. These are little houses on the oldest Ferris wheel in the world. No, thank you. And as for that thing, flying chairs on a massively tall tower. McDonald's. Okay. Look at this, an actual Voyager. Some very cool stuff here. I don't know where this is. I've had a few beers and stumbled across this cool coffee shop with some sort of vintage music shop at the back. Very cool. Okay, this place you have to come and visit. It's just down the road from the Johann Strauss Museum. It's called We Are Open. No, I think it's called Supersense. Supersense. There you go. But it's got like an amazing array of recording equipment from the vintage era, and loads of guitars on the shelf and everything. Analog synths. There's even an old Studer there which still works. Ancient record players. It's absolutely incredible. And they still have like gigs and bands playing and recording there, which is very cool. And they've got the oldest Polaroid in the world, and a whole bunch of other cameras and things. It's quite amazing actually, and they make really good coffee. So yeah, just go there and hang out. It's on what's this called? Praterstrasse. Praterstrasse. There you go. Check it out. Great fun. Like they even have chariot races around this little square. Oh, black top hat and red coat is way off in the lead. And they're about to be lapped by Toyota something. Or is it a Renault Clio? I don't know. Anyway, good stuff. I just have to show you something quite cool. Here I am in a kind of 1930s style little beer brasserie place called Alt Wien. I'm just going to go to the bar room. And here I am on the Starship Enterprise. Or this is what the toilet would look like on the Starship Enterprise, I guess.